going to basically go over the extraction process. What we have is our honeys and our super, our extractor, bottling bucket, your bee brush, because you're going to want one of these when you take off your honey. This is just a deep frame. They didn't put any honey in the middle, or they stole it back already. But most of your cappings are capped. They have to be capped for your moisture content. Your moisture content has to be under 18%. If your moisture content is higher than 18%, your honey could ferment, and then you could end up making mead. So you have to have your moisture content at under 18%, which is not all a bad thing. But if you're bottling it, your covers could stop popping off and stuff. So if you give them too much bee space, they tend to really draw it out. So too much bee space is not a good thing. You got to keep your frames kind of tight together. I'm going to use a serrated knife to uncap them. My capping scratcher. And I'm just going to take and gently take the cappings off. Like this. And then you can use your capping scratcher to just take whatever you can't get off with that. If you take your honey off too late in the year, you will find that your honey sticks in your frames. Because it gets a little bit thicker. And when you take your honey out and then you still have honey left in the frames, or you have sticky frames, all you have to do is bring it back to your bees about, 50 to 100 feet away from your bees, and let them clean it up. And they clean it up quicker and easier than we can clean it up. This one's so drawn out, it's got to be, your frames can get, the deep frames can get anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds. So when you have a full deep box of frames, they can be up to, 100 pounds of honey in each deep. You get about 60 pounds of honey out of a medium. I don't know if you guys can smell this, but it smells delicious. This is my favorite part of beekeeping. And the bees really like it, so it's a good thing we're doing this inside, because if you're doing it outside in your honey house, they tend to find you. And it takes about 10 minutes tops to do these 2 frames. You can get one of these extractors, and if you have more than just a few boxes, you can put a drill on it. And it's the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force extracts the honey out of the frames. And then just let it slow down. And all the honey is out of that side. We just flip the frames around. And then do it on this side. Now our frame has no honey left in it, and just the capping scratches where I didn't get. It's where all the honey's left. In your honey bucket, there's a filter, and this filter is so the bee parts and the pollen and stuff aren't in your actual honey. And we'll see if we got any. I'm really going to make a mess for them. See the bits of stuff coming out? It's wax and bee parts and stuff. Not too many bee parts. I don't think I killed too many in the process of this. But then that just drains, and then you're able to filter it and then bottle it right away. You don't even have to heat it up. You don't use any chemicals. So honey always stays the same. So it's good stuff.